Okay everyone, welcome back to Trapper's Cabin. Yes, we're back here in the Long Dark Survival mode, and we're pretty much where we left off before. I haven't really done a great deal. I did sleep for an hour just to basically save the game. That's a very old, Long Dark player's trick, that one. You don't really need to do it so much now, but I still don't trust it saving on entering buildings, so I always sleep for an hour to save the game. But yeah, we are still here in Trapper's Cabin. We're in reasonable shape. Obviously, we now have a rifle, we've got the revolver still, we've got pretty much all the tools, all the goodies. We have got deer hides and gut curing left, right and centre. It's all over the place. So I think what we're going to be aiming to do now is to get all that back to one location. But right now we need to have a think about what we're going to do. And I think what we're going to do is head back to camp office. So we're going to start moving things back to that one location. Condition is not brilliant, but it's also not that bad. So I'm hoping we shall be alright. We're going to be slightly attractive to wolves, but hopefully we'll be fine. So we're going to head out of Trapper's Cabin, and we're going to make our way back to camp office. And in camp office, we're going to take stock of what we've actually got in camp office, because I can't remember how many of my deer hides are actually in camp office. So it's going to be worth us going out and checking that. And then we're going to have a think about going and collecting all the others. I think that's going to be our goal for the next few videos. Go and collect all of our stuff and things that we've got lying around all over the shop, get it all back to one location so we can start thinking about doing some crafting. I also want to gather some firewood. I think I don't think I've got a huge stockpile of firewood, so I want to get some firewood gathered up as well. So we're going to make our way this way, and I really wish it was snowing where I am today, because in the Midlands, where I'm located, it's about 1,000,000 degrees at the moment. It's really hot in my office, so it's absolutely boiling in here. It doesn't help that it's south-facing, so it gets the sun right about now in the evening when I'm recording this. I'm taking my kayak out as soon as I finished recording this on the canal.
Oh, I need to find food.
In the hope it might be a little bit cooler on there than it is in here, but not quite as cold as it is. Oh!
That's sore.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to make my traditional trip across from Trapper's Cabin to to the camp office a little bit more tricky than it used to be. Painkillers. Do we have? I assume we have painkillers. We do have painkillers. Awesome. Let's use those. Not on the stomach. That's not going to help me. There we go. Okay, so let's take it a little bit more easily now. The new spraying mechanic is a little bit of a pain in the neck. I have to be honest. It catches you out. On more traditional routes, the developers did warn us that might well happen. That routes that we are very familiar with transversing will suddenly become very, very dangerous. And to be perfectly frank, it's probably a bit more. What? Really? Oh, blimey. It's probably quite genuine, because if you tried to do that in real life, you would probably end up in a similar situation. I'm going to have to do it again, aren't I? Okay, I might have to rethink my standard way of getting between Trapper's Cabin and the camp office, because I can't keep doing this all the time. It's a bit ridiculous. I've exhausted my painkiller supply, so I really don't want that to happen again. Hopefully I've got some more back in camp office. It's been such a long time in terms of sort of playtime, really, since I've been in camp office. I mean, I tend to film videos in batches, so it's been a couple of weeks, in all honesty, since I filmed anything, and since I was around camp office. I can't remember what's in there. Let's see, we're at spraying risk again here. Oh, it's happened again! Oh,
damn it!
This is a little bit. This is a very... Okay, I might have to completely rethink my route to Trapper's Cabin. This is a very dangerous one, apparently. Now I have a problem, because I don't have the painkillers. I don't have anything... I've got bandages, but I haven't got painkillers. We're not encumbered either, so... It literally is just this... I'm going to have a rethink of how I get between the two. This... I can't keep doing this. We have to have a rethink. So we have the pain, which obviously gives us this blurry effect. Not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Until I get to camp office. Hopefully I've got some more painkillers in there. But at least the spraying is sorted out. We haven't got that to worry about. Okay, so I'm going to keep going to camp office, and I shall see you when I get there. Okay, so we are safely back in camp office. I've just taken some painkillers and sorted the pain out, so that's all good. Right, so we need to get ourselves all sorted out and do a bit of housekeeping. So, first things first, I'm going to get a fire going. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making fires in the morning and in the evening in game days, so that we can... oh, let's take the charcoal as well. We need to start thinking about doing some surveying. So it can be a little bit more kind of realistic, I suppose, of how it would really be in real life. You would make a fire before you headed out in the morning first thing, and you'd make one when you got back after your day's work. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to use this as a chance to make some more water. Obviously, I've got some upstairs, but I'm going to make some down here as well. So I'm going to jump between these two fires, the one upstairs and the one down here. The one down here does let us make a little bit more. Okay, we're going to do an hour there, so let's... I'm going to make some water. I'm going to have to put a little bit more fuel on. I only have cedar and sticks, so let's add another piece of cedar. That should give me a 2-hour fire. Yeah. And I think we might need to start breaking down. I don't know if I've got anything upstairs to... any wood stockpile, I can't remember. Oh, we have a bit of wood up here, so that's not a problem.
I will die if I don't get food soon.
Hey, you are fine, don't worry. Okay, let's bung a bit of fur on as well. That will give us another good bit of time, actually. Fur burns for quite a long time, so bung that on as well. Add some fuel. Add the fur. That's 3 hours. Okay, so we're probably looking at 2 hours for that to be ready. So let's get ourselves tidied up a little bit then. So let's we'll just go around our storage areas and drop anything that we can. So if we just go into here, we've got some feathers, we can get rid of those. We've got some rose hips, so I'm going to bring them the other way because I want to make some rose hip tea. I've only got one reishi mushroom, I'm not going to be able to do much with that. That's all good then. Obviously I've got my deer hide and the gut that I've got with me. Now, just having a look around, I don't actually think I have any of my deer hides here. None of them are actually here in camp office. They are all scattered elsewhere. So this is the first set of stuff we're actually putting down in camp office. So let's drop my gut, which will pop on the shelf as per what I normally do. And we'll pop the deer hide on the floor in the corner as well. Here if we can. Is it going to let me? Okay, there we are. So, deer hide curing, gut curing, that's all good. We can, I think, break that down. So it takes 8 minutes. We can live with that. That's a bit of firewood. Right, okay, so what have we got then? What else have we got we can get rid of? Probably don't need all these flares. Drop a couple of them. I don't know where I'm storing these, to be honest. Have I been storing them? Yeah, no, don't know. Okay, I'll pop them here. Get the other one. So I'm trying to keep myself neat and tidy. This is my long-term base camp, so I want to keep everything organised. Oh yes, there we are. There's another one. Right, okay. So rifle I'm going to come to in a minute. Food we are a little bit short. I don't know if I've got much of a food stockpile here, to be fair. I could have sworn there was a cooler box there. That was putting food in. Am I going crazy? Is it in the cupboard upstairs? This is the problem when you hop between winter meat and you hop between survival and you don't play the game for a while. You forget where you're putting things. Oh, it's up here. There we are. Okay, so we don't have much food, so that's my biggest concern at the moment. Fire starting material is all up here. We've actually got 2 fire strikers, I've just realised. I am actually just going to eat a little bit of food. Just to stop my condition dropping any further. It's really going down a little bit. How's my water doing? 12 minutes. And of course that's got rid of my hypothermia risk as well. Warmed up the whole building. Right, what else we got? Anything else? Clothing? No spare clothing, so that's all good. Right, we've got some reishi mushrooms and we have some rose hips, so we need to prepare some rose hips. 15 minutes. How long have we got on this? 7. So we can probably do 2 sets of rose hips. So this is something you didn't have to think about before. When you time accelerate, you can burn or boil away things that are on the stove. So you have to be a little bit careful. Ooh, something red flashed up there. What was that? Oh, it was just that telling me I've crafted some rose hips. 35 minutes, so I've actually got time to do 2 more sets. Oh, but I don't have enough rose hips to do 2 more sets, so we're all good with that one. We can, of course, make improvised head and hand wraps. I'd totally forgotten about those. We don't need them in this particular playthrough, but they'll come in handy in future playthroughs. Okay, so I can't do much more with that until it's finished, so let's just skip through until it's done. I'm going to take the water, and now I am... No, I don't want a map. I want to cook, and I want to cook my prepared rose hips. Cook. Oops. So that's going to make me some rose hip tea. Hilariously, that massive pot only gives me 1
So hungry.
collection of rose hip tea. So that's pain killing. Can we make? Have we got enough to make reishi mushroom tea? I don't think we have actually. Ooh, I didn't mean to pick cooking pot up. That was my bad. Oh, I do actually. Okay, let's do that then. Let's just have another cattail. So what I'm basically doing, I'm just doing my bits of housekeeping. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start thinking about heading back to some of my other locations to go and retrieve the various hides which are curing. So we're going to head to the dam. I am actually now trying to think where I've got hides. I definitely have some in the dam, and I'm pretty sure I've got some in one of the trailers. I'm fairly sure I left some in the trailer. So I think I've only got 2 other locations now where I do actually have hides. So I don't think I've got as many hides as I thought I had. Okay, we'll have that. How much have I got left on the stove? An hour. Okay, that's not enough to make water, but it is enough to make reishi mushroom tea, which is the one that we want at the moment, because that's the one we need to cure our affliction, which is the intestinal parasite. So anyone joining us who hasn't seen the previous videos, just pop back and watch them, and you'll see that we ate a little bit too much wolf meat, which gave us these intestinal parasites as an affliction. And it's going to take us 10 days to get rid of them. We've done 2 doses. We can do 1 dose a day of either antibiotics or reishi mushroom tea. And we have to do 10 of them, so it's going to take 10 days to get rid of it. We've done 2, so we've got 8 left to go. So this particular video is going to be us just kind of housekeeping a little bit. Whilst that's... In fact, we'll grab that, so we've got 3 minutes left. Is there much time to do anything else? No, because what I want to do is sort out my rifle. So I'm going to grab my cleaning kit, and we are going to clean our rifle. Before we clean our rifle, I am going to drink some water. Purely so that I don't have problems with that, and I'm less worried about the food. Okay, so let's go to our backpack then, and we'll find our rifle. It's only at 22%, so it's not in great condition. So we're going to clean it with a rifle cleaning kit. And what that does is it will slowly increase the condition. So it's 12 minutes per clean, as it stands at the moment. The more we do it, our cleaning skill will increase, and it will happen faster. That's how things work in the long dark. The more you do something, well, certain things, you gain skill points. So the more skill points you have, the quicker it, or easier or more reliably it happens. So you're less likely to fail, it'll happen quicker, it'll lose less percentage of your cleaning kit. You'll notice the percentage of my hunting rifle is going up, the percentage of my cleaning kit is going down. So
Damn it. So hungry.
That's how these things work in the long dark. Eventually our cleaning kit will break, but we do have another one. Our cleaning skill will keep going up, which will allow obviously us to get more use out of each cleaning kit. So it's a little bit repetitive, so I'll tell you what, we'll skip through to the end of this before we carry on. Okay, good morning. Yes, I've done quite a bit since you last saw me. I have slept through the night. I finished off everything we were doing. Slept through the night. I've got my fire going this morning. I've made a whole load of water, which I've stored over there. I've also heated up and drank my reishi mushroom tea for today. So that's our dose for today for our stomach issue, which hopefully will keep up that routine a little bit, I think. And I've also grabbed a torch, though it's pretty much burnt out. We're going to head off to the dam. That's our aim for this trip. We're going to head to the dam. It's early morning. I opted to get going quite early. I'm going to go this way rather than the other way. Purely because I want to keep my eye on for cattails as I head down across the lake. That will help us enormously if I see any. So it's early in the morning. So I'm going to try and get into this routine if I can. We kind of have a fire going first thing before we go anywhere when we first wake up in the morning of every day, and make a load of water. If I can get a 2-hour fire going, enough to make 4 litres of water in the 2 containers. Hopefully that will gradually build up a nice little stockpile of water. And then in the evening, we can make a fire to cook food on, because of course, unlike in real life, which is a little bit odd, but you need to eat before you go to bed in the long dark, because that's when your all your sort of condition building is done, and to do that you need to make sure your calorie level is up so that the gauge doesn't drop into the red overnight. So that seems like a very sensible approach. We'll make a load of water in the fire in the morning, drink something hot before we head out, which of course gives us a bit of a warmth bonus. And then we'll make our way out through the... Although, interestingly, it didn't give us a warmth bonus this time round. I've just realised. Even though I drank that reishi tea hot. It didn't actually give us a warmth bonus. But never mind, because it's not that bad out here anyway. I'm guessing it didn't because we were using it to treat something. So it gave us that treatment instead. Okay, so we're going to keep heading around this way. So this takes us towards the cave. There's a cairn over there I've just seen as well. We can grab on the way back. Now I'm also a little bit short of firewood. So what I am going to be doing is grabbing sticks as I walk across. That's a branch. I can't be bothered with the rigmarole. Oh, of course, there's some saplings in the dam as well, isn't there? I forgot about that. Chop those down on the way out. I did also put a snare down here, but I don't think it survived, did it? It broke. Okay, I'm going to grab some sticks. I am a little bit low on firewood. We shouldn't have too much of a problem, particularly going to the dam. There's plenty of reclaimed wood there, so hopefully we won't have too many problems. Gonna grab these cattails that I can see as a food source for the time being. Tell you what, it's so hot in here. Oh, I had just walked past one. I can't bother going back and get it. I'll do. It's so hot in here. It's just utterly ridiculous. I'm definitely only filming the one video tonight. I think I usually do them in pairs, but. I think today I'm going to go off and just do the one. It's like 1,000,000 degrees in here today. Unlike the long dark,
right now,
where it's a little bit cooler. -5 to be exact. Which actually is not too bad. Normally, first thing in the morning in the long dark, it gets very, very cold. It can be sort of -17, -30. We're actually okay. It's only -5, so travelling well. Grabbing all these cattails, or most of them. I'm not being fussy about it. I'm not grabbing them all. Because that's something I'm still not sure about. I keep meaning to look this up in the wiki, and I keep forgetting to do it. So whether cattails grow back periodically. We'd like to think that they do. But I'm not sure if they do. I need to check. Okay, so we'll keep going around this way. This is not the shortest route to get to the dam, it's worth mentioning. Actually, to be fair though, it's probably not much to choose between the 2 different routes, either coming this way or going down the rail tracks. It's probably not very much to choose between them, to be honest. I've never actually timed it. There probably isn't that much to choose between them. It's just this route, you're less likely to hit wolves. You can still get them, particularly in the area we're coming to now, and there is a risk that you'll get the bear as well, but well, less likely than if you go the other way. I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to have a wolf encounter. Okay, hopefully by the end of this video we'll get to the dam. I'm hoping to do the return trip in one day. That's kind of my plan. One in-game day. I'm kind of hoping to do the whole return journey. Get myself to... I'm walking into a headwind now, though, just to slow things down a bit. Come on. It really is slowing me down. It really is slowing me down. So while I'm here, have I surveyed this bit? I don't know, so let's do it. Bing.
Jesus, it's cold.
Oh, okay. Suddenly gone a little bit dull. I think we're going to be heading for some bad weather in a minute. Okay, I've managed to... I think I've gone slightly the wrong way, haven't I? I've followed the river. I've only just twigged that I actually went slightly the wrong way. I was too busy talking, not busy enough paying attention to where I was actually going. I've gone slightly the wrong way. I should have taken a right turn back there somewhere, probably at Albuquerque, and I missed it. Oh, that's a left turn, isn't it, at Albuquerque? And if you get that reference, you've had a good childhood. Right, okay. More cattails. I'm not going to harvest these now because I think things are not looking so great anymore. With minus 13 degrees, we are now at hypothermia risk, so I'm going to just head up to the dam and get in.
I'd snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
I think we may... I was hoping to do this in one day. We might still be able to do it, but I have a suspicion we might end up having to just hang around here overnight and head back tomorrow. Okay. I can hear lots of noise. It's actually my neighbours laughing outside, but it sounds like wolves when you've got earphones in. When you've got a headset on, people talking outside sounds like wolves. Everything sounds like wolves when you're playing the long time. Okay, so we're at the dam. So we're all good. Now we've got that gate shut, we should be safe in here. I think we've pretty much established that once you're through that barrier and that gate's closed behind you, you are pretty safe in here. I do like this new...
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
This new environment for the dam. It's a lot more realistic because let's face it, in real life if you had a hydro dam, you'd have a fence around it. You wouldn't... It would just be open. Okay, so let's jump inside then. Be a bit warmer in here, hopefully. I think it's warmer in here. Some indoor locations it's not actually that warm, but yeah, this one's fine. So inside here then we have a lot of stuff. We have 2 deer hides in here, plus 4 saplings, plus a whole host of... Oh, we have a wolf pelt as well. I completely forgot that. So we do actually have what I thought we had. It's just it's all in one place, not scattered in a couple like I thought it was. So we've actually got quite a lot here, which is going to present me with an interesting problem. And they are virtually cured as well, which is good. Oh yeah, they're very nearly done. So we're almost at the point where we can use these for crafting. So that means we've got 4 deer hides scattered around in various places, 1 wolf pelt, 4 saplings, which are birch saplings, and then we've got lots of guts scattered around as well, probably about 10 of those. So looking in pretty good shape. All I need to do is get it all back to Camp Office, but that's going to be in the next video. So thank you so much for joining me as always. Again, apologies, this one's been a little bit slow paced, but when we're doing the Long Dark Survival, unfortunately we are going to get those where we're just surviving rather than thriving, but we're hopefully going to be able to do something a little bit more in the next video. You can see most of my survival gauges are in the red, but hopefully we can recover a little bit and get ourselves back to Camp Office in the next video. But as always, please pop any questions, any comments, queries or any requests into the comment section below. Hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I shall see you again as always. Oh, and of course check out this playlist as well, which will be on the screen at the end of the video. And I'll see you as always very, very soon.